Hi, I'm Phil Cohen and I run a recruitment company called HCI. When you buy a car, do you care about what year the car company was formed or the names of the car company's founders? And when you buy life insurance, do you care about the vision statement of your insurance company or whether they won an award 3 years ago? Now, if you're the customer, you want to know what you're going to get. That applies whether you're buying a car, insurance policy, or a loaf of bread. So why is it that so many people make their resume all about them? Don't they realize that they're selling and the potential employer is buying? As a buyer, a potential employer, do you really want to know the candidate's life aims or the fact that they like cooking? As a recruiter, I've looked at tens of thousands of resumes over a period of several decades, and I've trained many people in HCI to do the same. Let me share with you how I read a resume. First of all, I start at the bottom. Why? Because for some reason people put their work history in reverse chronological order, so the bottom of the resume is where their career starts. Then I work my way back up the resume, but just looking at the dates and the job titles, that gives me a good overview of their work history. I'm specifically looking for job titles that match the job that we're trying to fill. Have they done this before? I'm also looking for large gaps with no explanation and for multiple job changes in a short period. Here are some of the things that I never look at. Photographs. We're not hiring models, so how you look is completely irrelevant. In fact, it's slightly insulting to include one in your resume because it implies we're going to hire you for your nice smile rather than for what you can do. I ignore tables listing the tools that they're familiar with. We have our own way of collecting that information. Or the number of years that they've spent working on particular project types. Their job history already told me that. I don't read personal messages claiming hard work, attention to detail, and so on. If I ever see one that says that they're not hardworking or have poor attention to detail, I might start reading them. List of hobbies. Newsflash, everyone cooks. Most people hang out with their family. A lot of people take walks. And if your hobby is crocheting medieval wall hangings, it's not likely to be relevant to your job anyway. In our industry, I also ignore qualifications. If you have experience in technical writing, instructional design, or the other specializations that we provide, then your job titles will show me that. And the fact that your undergraduate degree was in ancient history is of little interest at that point. So write your resume so it talks about the buyer rather than about you, the seller. Tell them what experience you have that is directly relevant to the job on offer. Does that mean that you have to modify your resume for each job you apply for? Yeah, it does. So I've told you what not to put in. What's left? Well, imagine for a moment that you're an employer. You have drawn up a list of requirements for the job and you put them into a job ad. What would be the ideal resume? The ideal resume would address each of the requirements in your ad one by one and give enough information to back that up. It would also include a list of jobs that you had, picking out particular experience that was relevant to this particular job. And a chronology that showed that you hadn't had 10 jobs in 5 years and haven't had long unexplained unemployment periods. Ask yourself this question: if you got a resume that matched the requirements of the ad exactly, would you interview the candidate? You bet you would. Employers and recruiters are looking for someone that matches their needs, so just remember to make your resume address their needs, not yours.